overnight, you noticed it, but you didn't, because you didn't see anybody. You didn't pay too much attention, but you could see there were decorations placed up in the town center. Looks like kind of like stringed banners of the city colors, completely around the town center by a thin rope. There are also some ornamental blue lamps that hang from the same ropes. Currently, they aren't very bright because it's still sunlight, but you get the feeling they'd be more vibrant when night comes. That's very funny. But no. But as you guys are kind of like eating in the inn, you can hear some loud talking as people start to gather in the town center. You can hear music begin to be played.
Is Hulk coming with us?
Yeah, he totally offers. He's willing to come by.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you were part of the effort. Certainly everybody who was involved should be recognized just the same.
Yep. And he gets up and heads out with you guys.
Does he have smart clothes?
You know, he didn't actually think about that. He's just going to go in what he's wearing.
What is he wearing?
He has that tuxedo t-shirt with the sleeves torn off.
He's going to wear that. How do I look?
You look great.
I give him I use prestidigitation to give him a glow, which will last for an hour.
Are you going to give him a halo?
It's like a little halo. And I'd also like to spend a minute and cast Phantom Steed, which gives me a quasi-real horse to ride that can move 100 feet per turn.
Okay.
So I cast it has a saddle and a bit and everything. I go, now I can ride in style. I jump on my horse.
Actually, what level is that? I didn't ask.
It's a level 3 ritual.
Okay.
So
yeah, you do that.
Yeah. I'm not going to slow down the group anymore, huh?
Only when you're walking. So.
I make the horse prance.
And it does everything you wish. So you guys, are you guys exiting right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So you guys exit the front doors, and the loud talking becomes even louder, and you get the kind of like a cheerful vibe, contrasting against what was a week ago. Quite a few people, actually. I mean, you can see, kind of like push through people to get through. What you see on the northern portion, you see like a large pedestal. Currently, now you see the king and queen are sitting in it. They too are wearing the city colors. On the eastern side of the city, you see a long buffet table of numerous items, from like chicken to fish, vegetables. There's also like water and wine. Or sorry, not the eastern, the western portion. You also see the familiar chefs from the castle walking around preparing plates of food for people. You also see a couple stands on the eastern. This is the eastern portion now. The most visible is actually a wagon. Looks almost like a horse carriage. You can see the protrusion in the front that looks like it could hold a horse and pull it. A sign on top of the purple and gold trimmed curtains that kind of act as an entrance reads, "Wheel or Woe." Kind of like that.
It's a carnival game.
You weren't sure, but you do see it below that sign. It's like a depiction of a blue crystal ball
Oh,
on
it's a
top of
fortune teller kind of thing.
top of a blue. Sorry, on top of a purple cloth table.
Didn't we see a fortune teller once?
You have not.
No, it's in our game. You're thinking of Corian.
Oh, all right.
Did my message actually post? I typed them the title.
Yeah, Wheel or Woe, yeah.
Okay, it's just not showing up for me, so. But anyway, you see that. And beside that, like near the southern portion of the city, you see kind of like an arch that says "Start." And you see like a small little desk that has a couple people right next to it, and there's a man right behind it, kind of chatting with them. And then next to that, you see a 10-foot long table that's currently unoccupied, but it has someone sitting right by it, kind of like getting the cloth on the table straightened. Apparently getting ready for something. And besides that, you see just quite a few people walking around, checking out the events. Anywhere you wish to go to, or anyone to talk to?
I'll go check out this fortune teller thing. I'm fascinated by it.
Okay.
But I definitely want to check out the fortune teller.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Avarice will as well.
We all going over. We're all having our own readings.
So, you walk up, and it looks like kind of like a regular horse carriage, kind of like the ones you have, except it's covered. Do you guys like open up the curtain and go in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You step inside, and it's actually bigger than you expected. The space comfortably fits everything that's inside of it. In front, you see a circular table with the purple smooth cloth on it, and on top of that is a crystal ball. It's currently white, and it looks like there's like a fog in it that kind of drifts in a circular pattern. It's dimly lit in here. You see some of the sunlight coming in from behind the curtain, but you guys close it. And behind the table, a woman sits. She looks thin in weight, but not like malnourished or anything. She has like black curly hair that kind of rests on her shoulders, and it partially creeps down onto her back. She says, the saviors of Elswyn, welcome. You can hear talking outside, but it's kind of muffled from being in this kind of closed space. She asks, have you come to seek your fortune today?
Sure.
Excellent response.
At least I have. I mean, I don't know about people, but sure, I'll go for it.
Very well.
What do I pay?
You actually do not have to pay anything. This service is offered for free, as I was paid by the throne.
They turn
So
to
you're reliable then.
Yes, the throne organized this. They requested me to come here.
Oh.
I turn to Avarice and say, I heard once that sometimes fortune tellers are hags. I think this looks like a hag. I whisper to him.
He's gonna check this lady out. Not in that way. He says, not that I can see.
I nod to him.
Well, I'm going to sit down, I guess, then, and go with whatever I have to do. I'm not paying.
So, what is your name?
Tarnum. Havelock.
Very well, Tarnum. I just have 2 questions before we begin that'll help me seek your future.
Okay.
First, what is your age?
Oh, I begin rifling through papers because it's been that long since he's remembered. because it's never been asked. Apparently, I've got 20 on my sheet. So
20. She nods. And now, actually, one second. Let me get it. So now, if you were to describe yourself as a trait or something you wish to be, what would it be?
Something I wish to be.
Such as strong or loyal.
Give me some other options here.
Handsome. Fortunate.
Is there any more options here in the handbook?
Any single word that you can use to describe yourself?
To describe myself now or what I want to be?
Either. Blunt or kind.
I wish I was less secretive. Does that count?
It does. So you mean you want to be more almost truthful?
I wouldn't say I lie necessarily as much as I just don't tell the full story, if that makes sense.
Like an open book.
Yes, yeah.
Very well. Now, what I need you to do is to close your eyes and place your hands on the table, please.
I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay. She places her hands on top of yours, and everybody else, you can see her eyes kind of like turn like almost white. I'm actually going to request Corian and Hanok to deafen yourselves in Discord.
All right.
I don't think Hanok's here right now. He just DC'd.
Oh, he did.
Deafen myself in Discord. I don't know if I know how to do that.
There's a little icon on the bottom left. It looks like a headset.
Ah. So as I'm deafened, I can't hear what's going on, but the orb has turned green. Now it's turned violet. I don't know what that means. Now it's turned gray. Oh man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't like not being able to hear. All right.
Tarnum gets up, looking like on the verge of almost having a sort of breakdown, and sort of like struggles his way out of the tent.
And
Well,
if you need it again, I will post it to you in a DM.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it again in detail.
Okay. So she as I told Tarnum, she not talks to him. That is all I have for you right now. And Tarnum says, or Tarnum actually, I guess, got out of the tent, right?
Yeah, I'm like lost in a sea of fear at the moment, and
And what all you guys saw was just the orb changing color. You didn't actually hear any of it. So that's why I had you guys deafened. Yeah. So Tarnum gets up and just rushes out of the tent.
well, Hanok would go next unless somebody else wants to go in front of him.
It's fine.
My curiosity is piqued.
Okay. So let me get this rolled up real quick. And once it begins, I'll have you guys deafen again, but until then, you can hear this part. And you, what is your name?
Hanok. Noak.
Very well, Hanok. Please tell me your age and what would you describe yourself as or what you wish to be.
Hanok consults his notes. Hanok is 50 years old.
Very well. And what would you use to describe yourself, Hanok?
Like
Or
one
what you
word
should
or
be.
a phrase? It can be a phrase.
It can be a phrase, yes.
Hanok's dream is to be a wise wizard, knowledgeable wizard.
Very well, Hanok. Please place your hands on the table and close your eyes.
Hanok does so.
Once again, her eyes turn white as she places her hands on Hanok's. And now you both can deafen.
Oh, another dev session. Whatever she said to Tarnum chased him out of the tent. I suppose since Avarice and the DM are the same person that we won't need to deafen for Avarice. And we won't have to deafen for me, so this is our last deafen section. Red, violet. Hey, the last one went violet too. Black. Oh. I don't know what that means, but that sounds bad. It sounds worse than gray.
And now her eyes go back to her normal color. And she says, that is all I have for you, Hanok.
I just kind of nod and, thinking over what she said, quietly leave the tent.
All right.
And you can send it to me later too, please.
I will. Avarice says, I'd rather go last, please. He's kind of like confused about what's going on.
Alright, I'll go.
All right. So she says, what is your name?
Shouldn't you know that?
Oh, did you actually say it?
No.
Oh, so you're just expecting her to know. She says, no, I did not know your name. I'm not that. I can't look into you, who you are. I can look into your future.
Oh, alright. Corian.
Corian. And what is your age, Corian?
25.
5. And as usual, what would you use to describe yourself or what you wish to be?
Curious?
Curious. Very well. Please close your eyes and place your hands on the table.
I do so.
All right, go and deafen, guys. I see a young girl stolen away by a large being shrouded in the darkness of the night. Piercing yellow eyes are the last thing seen before the entity disappears forever. Your wisdom will be the factor that determines if you can stop it. In a different time, I see a creature of both human and beast. Your paths cross, and you both clash, as you fight to do what is right. However, if you are not careful, you will have to fight this creature twice. Finally, in a different time, I see a leap through fire in an effort to stop an ultimate evil. By doing this, you will uncover one more member of a group you have been searching for. And at this point, she lifts her hands off of yours.
All right. Well, that sounds like fun. So, thank you.
Hinoka's still not undeafened, but yeah, she says, "That is all I have for you, Corian." And she gives you a nod.
All right. I guess I'll follow the other two out of the tent.
Okay. So then, Avers takes a seat. You can see he's kind of like glancing at you with like wide eyes. But he takes a seat, and then about a minute after he exits, looking kind of pale, but kind of just like shakes his head and says, "That was unexpected." Are you all waiting outside the tent, by the way?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
dispersed off into the crowd a little bit, checking out some of the other things that I to try and take my mind off what I heard.
Okay. So,
Because you mentioned there was like a little race thing or a desk with people at it.
yeah, you saw a little, and at this point, as you get closer, you can actually hear the voice. There's a voice saying, "Please sign up for the Elsewhere race. Just come up and sign this piece of paper, and you'll be entered to win 50 gold if you win." And you see, there's like less than 20 people, I'd say, kind of in line getting ready to sign the paper. There are a couple people before, but it looks like the line has kind of grown a bit.
I will sign the paper, and I assume I'll have to wait a little bit to make that happen.
He says it's going to be starting in about 15 minutes.
Has it reached me where I signed the paper yet?
Oh, they just go up and just sign their name. It's, like I said,
Oh.
less than 20 people. You'd be up there like in a minute.
Okay. Is there somebody sat at the desk?
Yeah, the one that's kind of ushering it all.
I pull out 50 gold, I say. Double it. Whoever wins gets 100.
Well, thank you. We will. And he announces the reward is now 100. Do you wish to enter?
Oh, yes.
All right.
He's going to win back 50 of his own gold.
Guys, this is such a Tarnum thing to do, right?
Make it 1,000 as I win my gold back. You can't use magic in this competition, I'm assuming, right?
Somehow I don't think your horse is gonna count. No,
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
going up and asking them that?
Yeah, I'm going to go up and ask Are you allowed to use magic in this competition?
He says, no cheating and no shortcuts.
It's not cheating. That's just creative problem solving. And I walk away.
Were either of you saying your name, or was it just Tarnum?
I already know I'm not as fast as Tarnum, so...
I already know I'm not as fast as Tarnum. Well, I'm not going to drink the potion of speed and try to go through it. Hanoke isn't that competitive when it comes to that sort of a sport, so...
Avers will sign up, I guess. So Avers puts his name down. And he says, last calls. Very well. He folds up the paper. And he says it'll start in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Do any of you want to do anything, or just want to sit and wait for the 10 minutes to pass up?
Well, is there anything else here to check out?
You look over to the table and you see something's being set up there. You see, looks like trays of food. Make a perception check.
That's where Corian would head. Trays of food.
15.
15. Looks like pie.
It's 15, yeah. Ooh. I go up and ask what's going on at the food table.
After the race, we are going to schedule a pie eating contest. Just
Corian,
that
that is you.
Just in case anyone from the race wishes to attend, they won't miss out. So
that's your thing, Corian, right there.
I don't know. I don't really have that high of a constitution.
Oh, go on.
All right, I'll sign up for the pie eating contest.
I'm going to go for the pie eating contest as well.
Yes.
all right. She says, very well. We'll have your seats saved. And then we'll get the rest of them after the race. But until then, feel free to watch the race or wander around.
I'm going to wander over and make a sandwich at the buffet table.
Okay.
You're going to watch me and Avers race?
Yep.
I'm going to just do little magic tricks for people. Just, ooh, look, pretty colors. Precipitation.
All right. And some of the kids are amused by it. So,
and then I'm going to cast fly on myself.
All right.
Get a better view.
For the race, just for the race, right before it starts.
All right. And you do hear some of the kids kind of like make wowing noises or whatever. They seem impressed. The race begins to get ready. I tell Tarnum, don't use those words, please. This is going to be a fair race.
I wouldn't dream of it, Avers. And then I turn away and go,
If I see you do it, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, if I see him do it, I would say something.
I forgot about the boots.
Avers definitely did not.
As Avers turns into a cheetah.
Right.
They didn't say animals couldn't join.
No, you could dimension door to the other end.
The guy begins to stand up. All
Is
right.
Hole going to have a go in the race with us, or the pie eating contest?
Actually, Hole. Oh, he's with you guys. Yeah, he says, I'll do both.
Sweet. I wanted to see Hole.
Did he go to the?
Some pies.
Did he go to the fortune teller?
He did not.
I don't know if he's got much of a fortune to be told. To be honest,
I would tell Hulk about the fortune teller.
All right. Oh, I haven't seen it, but I'll go visit it. So, the announcer kind of like stands up and he says, "The rules are simple. The first person to make it around the length of the city, following the red flags as a guide, and make it back here will be awarded the 100 gold. Second place gets 15, and third gets 5. You're not allowed to interfere with other players, such as shoving or tripping, no shortcuts, magic. We do have a couple of people on horseback following to keep an eye, make sure nothing happens. If you have armor, please take it off right now, otherwise it'll encumber you.
Would leather really encumber me?
A bit.
All right, I'll get it off then.
It's not as bad as like medium or heavy, but you definitely feel more like free.
I'll put it in a bag of holding for safekeeping.
Thanks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna follow them in the air using fly, which lasts for 10 minutes, and if I need to recast it, I'll just recast it while I'm in the air.
Okay. He continues saying, there'll be water and food at the end if you need. If you give up, just navigate your way back, or you can have one of the men on horseback take you back. So they're roughly like 15 other people. And he begins to get ready. He has you guys all line up in a line. And then he says, on your mark, set, and then go. And then at that point, you guys begin running. Tarnum, go ahead and make a athletics check.
15.
15. Let me check A versus as well.
And Hawks.
Oh, and home, that's right, yeah. My athletics is 0. Oh, God.
Mine's only +1.
Holga's just cruising to the front of the line.
Really?
Avarice passes you, Tarnum, but not by a whole lot.
Gotcha.
And then we do a couple other people as well.
He's having to roll for 15 other people right now. There's like an initiative order going on here.
Except he has to do these checks over and over again throughout the race.
It's not 15. You see a kind of like a built female human actually speed past Holg himself. And then a couple...
Who's at the back? Is it like an little fat dwarf or something at the back?
There is actually a dwarf that's kind of behind you, Tarnum, but not by a lot. He's kind of like trying to keep up.
I'm just enjoying flying around, watching them. I'm doing like Super Mario 64 with the winged Mario hat. Like,
Yeah.
whee! I move
So-
60 feet a second, so I'm 60 feet a turn. So
Oh yeah, so you're just passing them.
yeah, I'm just having fun.
All
'Cause I
right.
know I can't actually race. I'm like, this is my way of having fun.
You get
Feeling superior.
a good view of the entire race and the track as well. You can kind of see the flags that are leading around the city. Tarnum, go and make a Constitution check.
Constitution. Check or saving throw?
Check.
That's the same thing. 18.
18? Yeah, so far you're doing alright. Not getting tired. Alright, and now as you kind of go around here, go and make another athletics check.
Athletics. That would be an 18. See, I get stronger as the race goes on.
18. You managed to pass Avarice, but you're still behind Holg, and then that woman is actually much further ahead than the rest of you. You can see her about 30 feet ahead. Go and make another Constitution check. As you are just sprinting.
No, 7.
7. You barely managed to keep going, and like heavily breathing. Just like that. All right, you make it around a corner. following the red flag is going to make another athletics check.
Natural 20. Regain my composure and get into it. Start monitoring my breathing.
You see two people behind you collapse to the ground. You manage to pass Avarice, and you're like right next to Hold. But that woman is still a good 20 feet ahead of you now.
Yeah.
Gonna make another Constitution check.
4.
4. You're having a hard time. You fall back a good 30 feet as they begin to rush ahead. I'll say you now have disadvantage on the next athletics check to maintain.
Okay.
Avarice is slightly ahead of you now. I'm going to make another athletics check, but this one disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, so either a 15 or a 15.
15.
Yep.
Alright, you keep on par. Actually, you slightly pass Avarice. Holg actually catches up to the lady. And everyone behind you is pretty much done now. They didn't do very well. You're about like 3/4 of the way now. Go and make another athletics check.
With disadvantage?
Or sorry, Constitution for this one.
Oh,
And
Constitution
athletics
12.
12, okay. You see the lady actually start heavily breathing, and Holg actually passes her. But she's like right by you guys now. Holg is about like 25 feet ahead of you. Abe's still going. And you made your save, so go ahead and do another athletics check.
Athletics 20. Not natural though, just 19 plus 1.
Alright. Holg actually begins to fall back now. She goes up right next to him. You're right behind them now, and Avarice is about 5 feet behind you. You're on the running stretch now. Gonna make another Constitution check.
No! 3!
You are not doing well. This time you fall back a good 20 feet. Go to make one more athletics check. See if you can
With
recover.
disadvantage again?
Disadvantage, yep.
Okay, that would be a 13 or a 10. A 10 for that.
10. And Avarice falls back too, at that point too. So 10 for you. You keep on par with Avarice. And Holg and the lady are right up next to each other as they approach a finish line. One more Constitution check. And then we'll have one more athletics after that.
5.
You basically are just like at a small jog now.
Disadvantage again.
Yes.
On the athletics, that's only a 9 or 7.
Yeah, you just fall right behind Avarice, actually. The lady passes Holg and reaches the finish line. Let me see this real quick. Avarice actually barely passes Holg, and then Holg finishes third, and you come up fourth. And you see a couple people like slowly jogging, heavily breathing, approaching like a minute after you arrive at the finish line. You see a couple people like that made their way back, just kind of like on the ground, like trying to get their breath back. The lady looks pleased, and she receives her 100 gold.
Do we know who this lady is, or?
You don't actually. You haven't seen her.
Well, I go over and shake her hand and say, well played.
You as well. And you can see she's actually like, really built. Just kind of like brunette hair that's like braided and on her back.
Human, elf?
She's
So, do I
human.
recognize this? Oh, human, okay.
Holg receives 5, and Avis receives 15.
I
He's
didn't
quite
know you had
pleased.
such a good pair of legs on you, Hol.
Well,
Yeah, thanks for a second. Thank you.
And well done to it, Bruce. Put my arm around him.
Don't touch me, I'm sweaty.
I come swooping in. That was really fun.
Do you have some of that prestige magic to make us not sweaty?
Yeah, I can prestige up some stuff. I cast prestige magic on them all to take care of their sweatiness.
All right. And it works pretty well. Averus is very happy to accept it. And now you can see people begin to line up for the pie eating contest.
Go on, you guys.
You're not going to join in, Tarnum?
Should I?
Why not?
I'm feeling pretty tired from this race, but sure, I'll give it a go.
Should have worked up an appetite.
That's for sure.
And they also give you like water and such if you need it.
As I
Which you
finish my
do.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you finish your sandwich, got more room for the pie.
Oh yeah.
You take a seat. You can see, I believe there's 2. Let me just double check.
So it's me, Hanok, Corian, and Holg, right, that have entered from us.
Yes, and then there are also 2 other people that you don't recognize.
What do they look like? Is one like a dwarven individual? Or
They're both human. One's male, one's female.
are they burly-looking people or skinny? Like, what do they look like?
The man looks a little built, but not like strong. The woman's pretty thin.
Okay. So that guy then, he's basically fat, is what you're trying to tell me.
No, like I meant like muscular, but not like strong.
Right.
He's a little built. The announcer actually says, "Okay, that's the last of them, or last of the people that can join." She announces that the winner gets 15 gold and a fresh blueberry pie. She says, "All right. As for the rules, you need to keep your hands behind your back, and you need to eat as many pies as you can, eating the entire pie in 90 seconds. The person with the most clean plates receives the gold and the fresh pie, although you probably won't want to eat it after this event. Yeah, place buckets beside you in case you need to, well, if you can't keep it in, you can still count the plates you did eat, but you can no longer eat after that. Anyway, that's all I have. We're about to begin, and they start placing pies in front of all of you. So she gets ready, and then she says, "Begin." Now, I need all of you, as you start to eat your first one, go make a Constitution check.
4.
Unnatural 20.
10.
Unnatural 20 for me.
Tarnum, you're just done. You eat the first one, and you can feel like you're about to puke. You get the feeling if you eat more, you're going to.
Okay.
Do you want to keep going?
I'll try until I puke, yeah.
Okay. The rest of you are doing okay on the first one. They hand you a second one. Go and make another Constitution check. You have disadvantage, Tarnum.
Oh boy.
9.
6.
Oh, it's an 8 or a natural, but I'll go with the 8 because of disadvantage. Damn it.
You say 8.
8, yeah.
You recover a little bit. Corin, you begin to feel a little bit queasy. You also have disadvantage on your next one. Tarnum, you do not.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll for the rest real quick.
How's Hulk doing?
He's doing great. He's going right through him. Yep, the rest of them are doing okay. Avers is doing alright as well. So now go and roll your third check as the third pie gets placed in front of you.
15.
11.
13.
You can see the woman on the far end doesn't puke, but she just gets up and leaves. Like, she can't handle it anymore. Tarnum, you begin to feel something, kind of like a feeling that begins to creep up your throat. You instinctively reach for the bucket as you just color it with blue. And the lady calls you out, says you're done. The rest of you did all right. Now we're on the fourth one. Gonna roll another check, guys.
19.
Natural 20.
You both make it. Avers is not doing so well. The other guy is managing, but he isn't looking too well either. So they take your fourth pie away and give you a fifth one. Gonna make one more.
Oh, 4.
15.
Almost simultaneously, Avers and the other guy on the end they don't make it. Avers just gets up and walks away. And sorry, what were you guys' again?
4.
15.
And 15? That's
Yeah.
right. It's getting really difficult. You both actually have disadvantage on the next one. It's a lot of high.
How's Hulk doing?
Hulk, I actually forgot to roll for him.
19.
16.
Hulk is not doing well either. 19 and
Did
16.
you roll with disadvantage for that one?
Yep.
No, that was
I didn't roll for disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me. 12.
all right. Hanok, that was your first disadvantage, right?
Yes.
You are not doing well. You had disadvantage on the next one.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, that was your disadvantage. Sorry, you do fail. You reach for the bucket.
Okay.
I kind of mixed it up, sorry. Corin, you're barely making it.
I cast precipitation on myself to clean myself up.
Can you do that to me too?
Yeah, I cast on him as well.
Avers, that's for it as well.
I do it to Avers as well. And I cast healing word on myself with my wand just to kind of deal with my queasiness.
Corin, you're looking at the pie right now, and it's unappetizing. You just don't want it. Gonna make another Constitution check.
I feel like I should be able to use second wind in this occasion. 21.
Can he action surge to eat 2 pies at once?
I mean, he could, but it's actually at that point, Holg doesn't make it.
Oh,
He was so close. Corin, you succeed on the last one too. So the lady announces that you're the winner. even though you won, you still aren't feeling well. I think it was 6 pies you ate. She hands you 15 gold and a pie,
And a pie.
and you don't even want to look at it.
All right.
Olga's like rubbing his stomach.
Is there any other games here to do, or is that it?
You look around. I think that was it. Let me be sure.
I washed my face off.
There's some music playing, but other than that, there's nothing else. Like some people dancing.
Man, no arm wrestling or fighting tournaments.
We let go of the twins already. We should have kept them, and we should have had a stone in. A little good public stone in. Gets the crowd involved.
Avery shakes his head.
Man, next time we capture some bad guys, we'll save them when this rolls around, so we can have a good old-fashioned stone in.
A good old-fashioned, yes. Did you guys wish to do anything else, or like dance or anything, or get some more food? Corin, you probably won't want any more food, but
I don't
think any of us really want any more food.
I've washed off my face and stood up. Maybe.
This is where he used his second wind.
I did eat a sandwich before we did the event, so.
Yeah, so you're pretty good. You actually now
Wonder what to do with this pie.
you can hold it, but you probably don't want to look at it.
We can probably run it back to the inn soon.
I can put it in the bag of holding if you want.
Might go for
Alright.
off in there.
If we take back to the end, then Peter will eat it, and it's my pie.
I can put it in the bag of holding if you want.
No.
It'll be forgotten and rot.
It'll rot in there.
I also hand turn back his armor.
I'll probably need a snack in a little while, so.
At this point, you guys hear a couple horns coming from the pedestal. You see like 2 people on either side of the pedestal, and they put down their horn.
I cast a pattern. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could.
I'm just kidding.
You begin to see people kind of like gather around the pedestal. You get the feeling this is like this is the announcement of King's speech. Are you guys getting closer?
Yeah, if there's a place to sit down and listen.
All right, so you guys approach.
I've seen this before. Where's the nearest exit?
All around you.
All
the king,
around you are familiar faces.
That's a good music. The king, after silence kind of comes down, the music kind of stops. He stands up. Dear citizens, this past week has been a struggle for all of us. I was not myself, and that is to blame for my second advisor, South Strebnor. I put my trust into him, and he turned on me and the entire city. However, we found hope in a group of adventurers in the city. They fought their way through cutting down Asalis' allies one by one and recruiting their own allies. They rescued my wife, my children, Ballora, and guards that stayed loyal to the city. For that, we knew in our hearts that a sincere thank you to them was necessary. Please, Corian, Darnam, Avris Hanok, Beatrice, Holg, and Ballora, please come up here.
I'm gonna hand my pie to the guy who I was sitting next to and tell him not to eat it.
Kind of like nods. I won't. He just stays right there waiting.
I tell the guy if you eat it, he'll probably kill you, and then I follow him.
Make an intimidation check.
3.
Kind of like glances down at you.
I'm serious, man. He'll kill you.
I'm only carrying one sword today, so I might not look that intimidating. No, two. Two.
It's like, I'm not going to eat it. Just go up there.
All right.
All right. So you guys go up there. You also see Beatrice and Blur up there. Hulk follows you guys. As you guys all get up there, he says, the displays of bravery are heroic and unmatched by anyone in the city. We owe them our lives, and we are forever grateful. First, Beatrice and Hulk. Both of you contribute to the city. You could have remained safe in your abodes, leaving the city on its own. Instead, you chose to aid in the fight and help save me in the city. For this, we are planning an expansion of your general store and the inn. More will be set in place for the future. You both have my sincere thanks. They kind of like nod, and then he turns to Ballora. Ballora, when I first hired you, I saw something I never saw in anybody else. An everlasting kindness that helped guide the city to bigger and better heights. Now you have once again impressed me. I see your statue to Eldath in your room, but I don't think that's enough. We are announcing a construction of a temple to Eldath here in this city. All people are welcome in it, and we hope to show our respect to yourself and your deity, Ballora. Thank you again. We always have you in our hearts. And finally, you four. Throughout these past few weeks, you all have shown more loyalty defending this city than most. Your dedication, as I mentioned before, will not be neglected. First, 10,000 gold is to be distributed to all of you, not from the city's money, but from my own. That is not all. We have found a suitable alternative to the inn in which you stay at, if you ever wish to occupy it. Parkside Mansion sits at the west of the city, and is now yours. He walks over to Corian and hands you a key. A beautiful mansion, and just served to house all of you quite comfortably. I hope it shows my trust and appreciation in you all. He then turns back to the crowd. Now please, everyone, celebrate until the night. Let us enjoy this day for the heroes of the city. And at this point, you can actually hear the applause now begin to rise up. After about 10 seconds, it dies down. You guys exit the platform now?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Is there anything you guys wish to do for the remainder, or you guys wish to just enjoy yourselves?
I wanted to find Ballora or the king or someone and just see if they wanted to do the meeting today or tomorrow.
Okay. Laura says, actually, how about tomorrow afternoon?
Sounds good. See you then.
Yep. See you then.
So we have a mansion now in town?
You do?
We're going to miss staying at the end. What about Hog? He's going to be all alone.
So
Should we go see it? Or
I think we kind of have to, don't we? And we're going to have to look at moving our stuff in.
do you think it came with staff? Because I mean, we can't just leave an empty building here if we're not here.
Yeah, I asked Ballora, does it come with staff?
it's not currently staffed, but we're planning on getting some soon.
Oh, excellent.
We expect it to be just a couple days to get all the stuff sorted.
Cool.
I'm gonna go get my
But
pie.
You can go check it out if you wish. And then you go and get your pie. Still sitting there, like, holding it. Almost
Thanks.
like guarding it.
I'll give him a gold for guarding my pie.
Hey, thanks you.
I give him a look. Just a look saying, glad you didn't eat that pie.
You can't really see you as through the crowd as you're really short.
That was 10,000 total divided between us.
Divided two of you.
Oh, okay. That's that'd be 2,500, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or 2,500. Yeah.
Yep.
I could buy some new spells.
Also, you can add that now to your goals list.
I did.
Okay. So, anything you guys wish to do right now?
Well, I thought we were going to check out this mansion.
You can.
Yeah, I think they would check the mansion. I think that'll be it for tonight, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head over to the indicated portion. Let me get the description.
Was this where Salas lived before we killed him?
Oh no, he lived in the castle. This is on the western portion of the city.
So who owned this mansion before we
Yeah.
did?
That's what I'm thinking.
It was actually unoccupied.
For how long?
You didn't ask.
I mean, what kind of conditions does it look when we get it?
Well, if it's a government,
I'm worried that there's like going to be freaking dead rise out of the floorboard or something.
it might be a government-owned building, though. Like, you know how they have dukes and things like that under the king.
Yeah.
And Belora points you over to it. You walk up to it, and it's the painting is like a vibrant purple. It looks to be 2 stories tall. The entrance splits into a circular path with a small fountain in the center. Along the circumference of the stone path, beautiful flowers are visible in the well-trimmed grass. It's roughly nighttime now. As you approach the beautiful wooden double doors that lead into the front entrance, Corin, you use the key and unlock it. It opens into a beautiful entrance hall. You can see double stairs.
That's from
Actually, that is what happens. You see double stairs in front of you that lead up to the next floor, kind of like in a circle, kind of curves upwards. There are 2 doors visible on each side, and then 3 in front of you. The interior is made of dark woods and bright light from the torches on the walls and the chandelier above. There's also a vibrant red rug that leads to each doorway. As you wander around, kind of exploring, you see there are 3 normal bedrooms, 1 guest bedroom, 1 master bedroom, kitchen with a dining room, a ballroom, a music room. There's a wine cellar, a lounge, 2 studies, and 4 bathrooms. Are you guys sleeping here for the night? It's all furnished and everything.
Yeah, but it's not guarded though, is it?
No.
I walk around the property casting alert spells,
Alright.
and then I go to
Is there a
one.
teleportation circle in here, or is that?
There is no.
And then I take a normal bedroom and cast Tiny Hut on myself.
Alright.
I don't need the master bedroom, but I do start setting up some of my supplies in one of the studies. Is there a library? Is there any books in the study? You said it's fully furnished.
There are a couple, yeah. Kind of like previously, like leisure books.
Uh,
You get a thing that's more for like decoration.
You have to bring your own books, unfortunately.
apparently. Oh, I gave Tarnum back his potion book by the end of the week. Yeah, I think that's it then.
I'm gonna eat my pie.
Yeah, alright. And you actually, you enjoy it, even though you had like 6 earlier.
But that was earlier. This is a while later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the inn and get my stuff.
Yeah.
We should still visit the inn regularly and see.
We should probably leave our horses there for now with the stable boy
Yeah.
until we have our servants come.
We can always drink in there in evenings and spend our afternoons there before we head up to home, I guess.
Did you were sleeping in the mansion, or were you sleeping in the inn?
Mansion.
Okay.
Mansion in the front,
Mansion. Just wanted to get my stuff because I can't imagine I took a bag full of stuff and my 80 dozen weapons to a party.
Yeah. As you guys get into bed, you fall asleep. you hear like a small little noise when you wake up. You don't have your goggles on because it's because you're asleep, of course. But from the torchlight and the moonlight, you can see it looks like a small, or like a humanoid figure with a red form. Kind of like is sitting on a stool right in front of you by your bed. He kind of like leans in as she sees you wake up. Just shh, don't worry. Just remain quiet. I'm not here to harm you. I just want to have a chat. You can see her eyes are kind of like a piercing yellow. As she leans in, you guys see her skin is red now. A tail kind of and wings kind of floor out behind her. And at that point, I'm actually going to end it there.
All right.